Kale abali ku Uganda enkya the Investigator TV tubaniriza mwe balegoberera emikutu gino era tubebaza feedback gye musaayo oba gye muwa emikutu gino gyonna. Feedback eyo tukakasa oba emiramwa gye tubaleetera ddala kituufu mubitegeera ne tumanya n'ebibuuzo bye mulina okusinziira ku debates ze tuleeta oba emiramwa gye tuleeta n'okwongera participation ey'abannansi mu byobufuzi by'eggwanga Uganda. Nze muzikuwaga nga Moses Wamala. Leero ndine veteran journalist sigwe mulundi gwammwe ogusoose okumulaba ku channel zino. Omusajja ono y'omu ku abo abatandisi ba The Investigator ate era nga akyali mu Investigator News. Bagoberera ennyo our local tabloid, online tabloid, The Investigator News website yaffe osobola ogenda maaso okubeera ng'ogoberera bye tuteekayo. Ate era musajja abalaba political writings oba articles very good ku Investigator. Y'omukulu ono yali mu red paper era abalaba nnyo commentary ne ebisinga ebyawandiikibwanga ebisinga obungi about politics n'okushapinga the political discourse, the political terrain and the status quo. Ye mukulu gwendi naye, so he deserves the veteran signature oba title because he has been here for long.
Absolutely.
Era n'ebirowoozo byabasoose okulaba interview gye twakoze era most of you are like, oh wow, bannamawulire mu ggwanga abalina endowooza ze tuyinza okuyita the unpopular ideas era byogenda okuwulira biyinza ebimu okuchallenginga obwongo, but I really request you to listen critically before you comment. Kale nyongera bagikuza muganda waffe Tatya aba Stanins Farm naye jukira tukwasaganya office ez'enjawulo wano bwe nawumulamuko Tatya n'akwatamu naye yafuna akabenje gye buvuddeko, but you've stood with him amidst the challenges. You've at least paid the medical bill however much akyetaaga era obuyambi bwaffe. Ojja kubeera nga aba contributing nze namwe abaga contributinga ojja kukozesa ennamba ya Ndugu Stanley ndawula yennyini 0772 621 522 okubeera nga tumukwatizaako. We stand in solidarity with him ate era akomewo abeere nga atuweereza. Kale ndine muganda we Fred Kamwada, yes, tugenda okubeera nga tutambula omulamwa omuntu ali strategic oba omuntu alowooza, omuntu ali mu byobufuzi bino ebyokulowooza n'okuweesa empiki n'okuzannya kaadi obulungi, lwaki teyandyetaaze kamyufu oba primaries? Why a strategic politician shouldn't even come closer to primaries? N'ekirowoozo kirowooza obulowooza. Mukulu wawe nkwaniriza ssebo. Obulamu bulungi?
Nnyo ssebo.
Ensanyusa okulaba.
Nze nsinze.
Era emirimu gigenda gitya?
Nga bwe gibeera bulijjo.
Okay, bitambulaga bwe wabibala.
Yes, sir.
That's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Kankutandikira ku nsonga ya obumyufu tulabya akamyufu ka National Resistance Movement oza katuyinza okujajingira cause pa now ke twakalaba akabaddemu even bingi nnyo waliwo ne tribunal. Why do you think a strategic politician shouldn't even think okubeera mu primaries?
The elections, party primaries, nalabya intensity yakabaddemu nendaba amaanyi ge bataddemu. Do you know that waliyo abataddemu billions?
Yes.
But they're not yet in office.
Bali mu kamyufu. Kati nganze omuntu alowooza nteeka atya billion Take up office. Sincerely speaking, the expenses alone. Walabe Erika Yanja ng'akaaba kenya matama yabadde mukambwe.
Bamwiye mu drone mmeka gatazirabangako.
Sekikubo.
Sekikubo. Zisingana badde sekikubo zisandigenze mu kamyufu. Nina abantu. Pate. Okimanyi wali abantu abasinga pate amaanyi. Individual in them, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because
yeah, those are guys you can't be bigger than the party.
Abasajja bali abasinga party amaanyi. Abasajja ba Moses Ali abo. Ba Mukula, ba
Moses Kigongo.
Ba Kigongo ba oyo bakadaga. Ne bava mwenale masolo wangula akalulu. Okitegedde.
Vice President yakikolako ewaabwe eyo yajjanga independent n'aba wangula nga takamyufu yakagwa.
Ani oyo?
Jessica Alupo.
Alupo?
Yes.
Yagwa.
Ye Vice President between ali independent
Okay.
in NRM government.
Now, look at the logic now. If somebody can come as an independent and he goes to parliament, why should he again bother to go into the primaries? Here are the reasons why you shouldn't. Number one, we are in July, not so?
Absolutely.
We have another how many months to the national elections? Are there not 4 or 5?
August actually. It's
August.
September, October,
But
November,
at the beginning of it. So
yes.
You have 6 months of electioneering. Ng'oli n'abalonzi oba weweeta okola ki oli mu nnyimbe. How can you afford that?
Okola ebyekigwi ky'eddala nawe waasa amatooke odduse
kwana bantu. How can you afford that? Njala Museveni agende ne tour eyo agikole mpaka letunatuuka mu Feb. Nera kuba alina state resources ayinza okugezaako naye omuntu nga ali strategic toyina kubigendamu. Essaawa zino olina kukola ki? Kubisa posta, genda ku marediyo, yogera ku bidiyo, interface with the people, with the voters mpola mpola naye nga tobeemalaayo. Oleke bano beekubire mu primaries. Okitegeera? Because one, period eno, the period you spend nga oli mu primary, amaanyi ago kusinziira owinenge kaadi okole ki, abantu abalonzi baabo bafuna bate voter fatigue. Baka atwakuluna teka twagaza ki? Bazirya.
Batandikiddewo okuzirya mu kamyufu.
Gebule emyezi egi? Oh my God. Who can afford that? Logic, there is no logic at all. You shouldn't do that. If I was the one, wadde nina party, nandize nenkubosa posta zange nenteekamu oba wemba wa nupu nenteekamu red, wemba wa ina nenteekamu yellow wange nenteekayo.
Nengozze ku independent.
Nenfumbe eggwanga. Hey. Siriiwo naye ng'ate wendi.
Ku ground biralamu.
Ku ground gye awateeka essaawa zino zakulaba agents bokka. They cannot be more than 100. Nze bendaba bokka ne bankubira maapu naye ndaba amaanyi g'abaana bali mu primary ne beekuuta. Nenkola ki? Nendoka ngenda. So, expenses alone, people spent billions. What are they going to get? Bagenda kufuna ki? Bayinza obbakubira wali.
Yes, mu general election.
Okimanyi ekyo tebannaba.
Kituufu.
Kiringa okuspendinga ku kasiki. It's called a stag.
Yeah.
How can you spend more ku kasiki ngate waliyo wedding?
Era bw'otakakola ofiirwa ki?
Ofiirwa ki? Nze sobola kukola kasiki kaaki. For what? Logic. Njagala omukazi yes kuwasa yes. Where is it written that kaino vayo? In our democracy, where do primaries stand in our democracy? You tell me. By law.
And it should
be.
It should be by law.
It's not there in our national, in our constitution. It's there in the party constitutions. Are you getting? And even the parties are helpless because they don't know whether they should stop independence or not. Because an independent can come and you claim him. You say, oh, this one is leaning to us. The NRM does it. This is NRM leaning, but it's independent. So, if I'm NRM and I know that I'm not so well resourced, I may not need to go in the primary.
I think the internal democracy is put to a test through the primaries. We go into the primaries to put our party democracy to a test.
Exactly. That's playing to the gallery. Showing off that you have democracy in the party. But it's not, it is bruising people. It is costing a lot individually on the people. Somebody was telling me, one of my friends is contesting, he was telling me that he needs to go into that so that he gets the resources from the party. How much? I want to know. I didn't make the research. How much do these parties give to somebody who has won the MIOF? Do they give anyway? Whatever they do here, they just make posters and T-shirts. At what tune? How much do they give to the people who have won? That's why people who know they are defeated. Yes, maybe he has not even invested. He's very sure he will come on the national, on the eventual one, the eventual election, and then he knows that the people, he knows what he will do at the last moment to swing the election in his favor. Are you seeing? Because now, if you are in an election from August,
yes,
September, those are 60 days. October, 90 days.
Yes.
The November, 180 days. Plus December. We are spending 150 days electioneering. Even if you have won the party, what? Is it flag?
The party flag.
Especially for you who has won, you are in problems because now the people you are now on the test. Can you manage?
You've spent hugely in the primaries. You
But
still have months to go.
You have another 150 days interfacing with the electorate. I'm very sure some of them will be free to exile and come back.
Whereby you're not even sure that
yeah, exactly. Because now we have a wave. Let me talk about NRM, which has been in this thing. We have a wave of people who are doing a protest vote. You might be NRM. People came. Ugandans are they are free. They are not very rigid in two parties.
Yes.
They shouldn't deceive that NRM has people or what. DP had its people. They went to BCJ. Now they are in Inup. Those are the DP people. But most of them defect to NRA. So they're up and down. They flip flop. So you don't have an electorate which is radically stationed in one party, because there are no ideals that pit these people into that very party.
Yes.
So they are not very much ingrained into the party. They flip flop, defect. They sometimes they are near NRM, some they are BCJ, some they are not. That's why when elections end in Uganda, we don't kill each other like in Kenya.
No,
there's no post-election violence.
Yes.
Kenya, they lose 3,000 people after elections. In Uganda, we don't, because we are not so much attached. In Uganda, Arsenal and Manchester United can have a war.
Yes.
In fact, if
wow.
I can tell you this,
yeah?
An Arsenal fan, if he's a robber and staging an ambush, if he finds the putting on an Arsenal shirt, he cannot kill that person.
That's why many times actually football as like a religion.
Because the entrenched belief that this is an Arsenal fan. Yes. I have told you, if like a soldier, if a policeman, if he arrests you and is a supporter of Manchester United and you have been watching, he cannot put you in the cell. He will say, hey, you have been watching our team. But
NRM, the other attachment.
But NRM, you saw when the president went somewhere, I think he visited somewhere, the people putting on yellow were done robbing those ones in yellow. Are you seeing? So the elections, we have not, our democracy has not reached a point of who believe. I think, do these parties have subscription?
Yes, of course, they have like numerous subscription actual levels, like what I know.
Like, but you cannot have a peasant subscribing to a party. Is it there? To pay that I'm NRM, I'm paying for a card.
Theoretically, it's there, but practically.
No, they did it mandatorily. They put it on they imposed it on the members of parliament that every month
you have to pay
and it is deducted from there. This person cannot give it voluntarily. It is deducted from the other side. Why? Because he's not typically NRM. He's not. He's there to,
so we've not democratically matured to that extent of someone having the heart of the party, the devotion, the attachment
to the party. I don't think it is there.
Why haven't we reached there yet?
Because the president used to mention before we went to the multi-party politics that Uganda had not reached a point of multi-party politics. We are not matured because we don't have social classes.
I remember that statement.
And therefore we don't have interests, manufacturers, peasants. Here this time, but the peasants don't know that peasant man. He has got a party for peasants, but he doesn't know where the peasants are. Industrialists, the teachers, those are the now people who can come and fight for interests. We don't have parties which speak interests exactly to the common man or to a certain group. Like now, I would wish that workers have a party, workers' party, like they have Labour Party exactly in the UK. If the Labour Party was here, which some of us think should be here, from where I'm from, the third force. Third force is not there. You are neither for or against, but you are. So for me, I'm a third force. I'm a member, a protagonist of the third force. We would wish that we have a Labour Party so that we correct the unequal income disparities in the country.
No party speaks interests too.
Oh, absolutely. How can an executive director of KCCA earn that much? By the way, that person earns more than the president. So we need, you say you need a salaries commission to look into the salaries. Why should an MP earn that much? Those are the questions, political questions, but nobody is talking about them because nobody represents them politically. Nobody is representing the interests of the laborers, the workers.
Yes. Instead, we have workers MPs. I
don't think they even mention the workers' interests there.
Minimum wage.
Yes, that is one part. Another part is traders. Taxation. Nobody is discussing taxation. Why should you tax people who are paying? The people who are paying taxes are very few and they are tax heavy. And a lot of us are not paying taxes. We should talk about it.
Our tax system actually frustrating.
It's just by the way we are taxing you, but you should be taxing people. You should be taxing people, not heavily, but take a sono katono. You gather. But them, when they come to tax, they tax a lot, and it kills the morale. For me, I'm one of those people who
the victims who are about like the
compliant ones are paying more. But apart from VAT, okay, VAT we all pay. So that one creates a problem. You need the political party to have those interests articulated, so that we have traders and their interests. Are you seeing? Because I saw that the teachers, you saw why should they should be having their leader who is political. They should vote for that leader who can articulate their views
for their interests.
Why should a science teacher get 4 million and others are getting less, a quarter of that? Are you seeing? Those are political issues, but they are not in the campaigns. No presidential candidate can present these views. Are you getting me? They are not. By the way, we are now talking about the economy, and the economy constitutes a major debate in an election. Yes. Now, we need to talk about serious issues. I'm one of the people who believe that it was wrong to remove graduated tax. Yes. Why did you remove? Why? Because you claim that many people are not working. Graduated tax was compelling people to go and work. Yes. At least asula yorukumi. Yorukumi rukulema.
Obo inoku.
In fact, national ID should be umusolo. That's how it was. I'm one of the people. It was wrong to remove graduated tax because graduated tax was waking people up to work.
Okay.
Nino kuba no tikiti y'omusolo. Towasa muwala wange data tikiti z'omusolo 10. Kumyaka joina. Those are the issues now in our society.
The population kubeera nga workforce.
Okola mulimu ki. Data tikiti y'omusolo. But now after that we have a redundant population. You either work or you don't. But for us as a government, we shall tax you. Graduated, you head, is it head tax?
Yes.
If some of us come to government, we shall tax you. Mutwe graduated, because we shall know you are useful, but not too much, of course. Even if it is 10,000 per year, it is something to show that we have a society that is responsible. Now, we see on the economy and the politics. If we had a system that is very, very into society, very much into society, we would be talking about looking at how our economy moves. We didn't tax the house boom, the construction boom. Did you see it? Abantu bazimba nnyo.
Yes.
Bizimbi, they don't pay anything. They brought that tax, but they tax a few heavily and they don't tax others at all. okitegedde
yes abatono basasula kino naye ate basasula
nyingi nnyo
yes
kati abalala ate babaleka kubanga bo bajja n'omusolo baleeta gw'amaanyi ne gulemesa so they end up defaulting.
Do you think about the primaries nti ekimu ku bibiina national unity platform on the opposition do you think that's why the reason they don't go into the primaries because of the huge sums of money ezigendamu okusika omuguwa ntalo kwekuba kulwanagana the defections na biki byonna? Could it be part of the reasons as why they don't hold primaries?
I was of the view.
NRM.
I was of the view. If I was a party president, I wouldn't involve myself in giving the card or endorsing. On your wafe, no. Even others are yours. You have nope. You have 6 people who are willing to hold your flag. Why do you pick only one that they are going to divide the vote? Even if they divide the vote. NRM, even if NRM has 6 aspirants, NUP has 6. As a party president of a party, I don't know who has the will of the people. Even if the party primary may not reflect, may not necessarily, maybe at the final moment things can change.
So you mean a party primary doesn't have a reflection towards the general election?
It is only 50%.
Okay.
If it was reflective, then you wouldn't have independence in the. How many independents? I didn't do my research. I'm sorry for that. I would have
do we have in in
parliament,
like we have in parliament?
We would see the percentage. It would be more than 40%, if not 30%. Independence. What does it mean? It means that people are not entirely decided that they want this.
They
one.
belong here. Yeah.
So as a party president, if I was the party president, I wouldn't side with anybody. I would say, all of you, you are mine. You go on the what? You carry the flag. Hey, and we compete at the final election.
Won't that cause conflict into the party?
It is up to the voters now.
Okay.
It is up to that's the
candidates.
Yes, but that's power. You brag that for us in Makinde we had 10, all of them Noop, or all of them NRM. That's power. If you bring one person, he's vulnerable. The Bamukuba, protest vote poo. Hey, but this one was no tumwagala.
Oleta empiki nyingi, oleta abantu nga bangi.
Exactly. NRM we have 15 for NRM. Nope, how many do you have? 6. How can they defeat you? Eventually one of you will win. Are you seeing? So party primary is not a strategic person shouldn't even talk about it. If I was a party president, I would fly out during that time and not get
okubisa posters those wanike kolachi
wefulume gwanga
okomeunga campaign stand
genda ku radio yogera ku TV omuntu omugezi wetegeke naye nga togenda mu balonzi akabifu kaleke wali bwoba ofulumiza wali ngebula wiki emu. People forget very fast. You think after 150 days people will remember that you are endorsed party flag buyer?
Bibate bichajukirwa abantu baba bivako da baba atambula da bali kubala.
Kenya Matama kanja why are you worried about Kenya Matama? You will get her. Muja mukubira wali you come and we talk. Okay. Kanja you come and we talk.
Yakubana ene muwala we yakuba Kinyamatama mu 2020 mu kamyufuke NRM. Yes, Kinyamatama najjanga independent. Kinyamatama n'akawangula. Kakati naye agitongwenga independent kyangu nnyo. Ko Kinyamatama yabawangula ulinga independent.
Nasekeredde kayanje. Na Kinyamatama. You was running mad.
But do you resonate with his anger?
No, really, emotionally, if you are old, like some of us are old, some of us were older than Kayanja. Politically, if you know that emotion is one of the dangerous things in.
Yes.
You shouldn't go in the camera. You should have gone and taken a glass of whiskey and parodied with with that person on phone, maybe, but not on you know what he attracted, and people they lensed him and they put his career online, and we assessed the past and so on. I think he got his obituary written very well. Then amogeddeko bibajje kumwogerako nga afudde.
Yes, yeah, it's already on record. Ekyo kyasigaddewo nti bw'anaafa kakatujja kiteekayo nti nakusomezi bwezi ti akola kyona kino the corporation Wembley naye
tebabijjeeyo twali twabyerabira dda.
yandisirikidde ddala.
Okay, okusirika, yes, because you avoid the camera. You may not keep quiet, but you avoid the media. Ukitegedde kati yayingire mu byobufuzi nga tategedde. So, but he has a chance. He has not lost.
Yes.
Yes, let him come. Don't bring that, I don't know who.
Amanya agateekewo kaakati. Agateeke mu Asha Kayanja.
Baleta drone 10 yaleeta 2. Zabike mipiira.
Kaakati tugende mu kalu.
It is good. Kanja shouldn't cry. It is not the end of it.
Okay.
Oba yalowoozezza nti omupiira guwedde. Ekikopo tebakitutte mu mugambe.
Akamyufu kaalumye Kayanja. Kayanja yayomye. Kayanja
ebigere byamenyekedde.
Ffe twalwana. By the way, why
abantu tebakyagala ekyo singa akimanyi.
Yes.
Because the population is not very few know what. By the way, that guy is great. Do you know why? When I was going to school in a school called there in Luwero, there was a school I used to go to school. We used to see a tank there. Tank y'amagye nga bagikubira awo. Kayanja ye yagikuba.
Eri Kayanja.
Nali simanyi. Era bulijjo nebuuzanga tank yali awo. There's no story about it. But I used to write military gundi. That guy is one who hit that tank. Ematuga.
Oh.
Kayanja oyo gwolaba. Kati is a big guy. Only that mu nsiko yafuna injury. Kati otatuukirano okunyinyiitira yali kazolite abasitula musitule.
So Kayanja yagudde mu bintu bya democracy biki byonna.
How do you just laugh it off? Defeat in a primary to make
because this is a soldier. If he was really strategic enough,
we would see very
why
far.
do you come mu kamyufu kano kiki nga walaba no ozolaba history y'obumyufu naki
kyogedde mbu oli omwana ajja independent n'akiyisaamu.
Yes, Kinyamatama kuba muwalawe owa Eric Kayanja mu 2020 mu September mu kamyufu kenalo makosimba mu mugongo. Asha Kayanja yawangula Kinyamatama n'anyiiga najjanga independent. That time era Kayanja teyavaayo kuvumirira byaliwo
waba yawangula
kati ku luno Kinyamatama yamukubye najjanga ayoma naye ate oli yakola
history might repeat itself. So now let's strategize Kayanja. Let's come and strategize for the final. No yabadde semi final.
Nti ku luno ensobi zaavudde abalose nti
ani abatatulonze ate line nnungi oba balaba
ebintu biri ku kamera nga
yali sente zaffe nnyingi. Famire ya guno naye yasimbye eri mugero oyogere nabo mpola mpola.
Strategically kiki nsonga ki mwagenzi basaze ttiro.
Fact ngaffe if they are parolling in their primary fe tubeere nga tuobservinga tulaba abalonze nnyo. Do you know people who politicians don't know this? They just dish out money. Abantu mangi tebalonda tebalina voters card. Kati bw'oba oli strategic yita mu bantu ng'akulaga kaadi gwowa ssente.
Togaba sente kudonde olina okakasa erinnya lyo kadi ye
muri balonzi bange ba agents bange mujje. If you don't have no national ID, you don't sign for money. I'm teaching now politicians, Ugandan politicians. So you give money for who will not vote for you. They are not even voters. Billions. How can billions go in a constituency? How?
Akalu kano kabadde nakangu nnyo okumanya nti funayo bannamawulire bo ba station cameras manye
strategy
family yago
teri nange
ekitobawala nagenda nabo
ekizibu ki
genda ze kiki twakoze eki
kati you have now 150 days of doing that, not 2 days, 150 days
instead of Kayanja
lamenting and bringing his injuries to show to
you us. Get strategists
sit down with a good brain like mine.
That could be
a plan. Then there are phases. There's time for media now. Print media, radio. That politician should go on radio and TV. for these 150 days. Go on talk shows.
I've seen hundreds and hundreds of NRM cadres who have gone to, who have flocked the party's electoral commission. Nga bagamba nti bannange bagenze mu tribunal, bannange batubye na biki na biki. Are they wasting time? Because even bogamba nti already bakubye, balangiridde. The tribunal, mukakati tribunal eri wali etudde bagatwala ennaku.
What intimidation and people are, you know, these people are very, I don't want to use very bad words. How can you complain that somebody used the money? Oyagala kozesa bikola. Abantu bali bikola. The world has changed. Uganda has changed. You cannot compete in an election without money. In fact, courts should stop nullifying election because of money.
Friend, olaba ne leero omukazi nga tolina ssente akulema katate gweyagala kuwangula
tukusindike oli entuumu ya ssente nga tolina kyotuwadde nedda ssebo
oyagala sauzi yonna ogitwale naye nga ne mukyalo ye kennyini wamuwangula lwa ssente.
Webale nnyo tugula okukwanjula, it's a bribery.
Yes, yeah, true.
By other means.
Yagamba, why should you waste money in the salina ssente?
But it's the one who is using money the most, so we don't go into that. Really? What? In fact, some of the unwritten rules that I know, money should be a decisive factor. Za became a pillar. Lwaki much mwagala abavu bajje mu elections.
So abavu ne waba ali competent, alina qualification.
Ayitira ku goodwill y'abantu tewali buzibu.
Okay.
Akuba ow'essente naye ab'essente kaba became emipiira. Lwashande ne oli
nese kikubo.
Balina ssente muzijjeeyo muzituwe zituzirye. Kati somebody comes and is advising that people should not use money. You don't want the citizen to get money. You are you a Ugandan?
Ojoli eri gyolaga ogenda funa ssente.
Tukusindike nga totuwadde. Ngala bugitunde.
Abantu bayinza okuwuliranga gwe nti legitimizing a voter bribery and the monetization.
Yeah, it's whatever you call it.
Kyekiriwo.
Because people don't want to speak bluntly. Voter bribery. What is bribery? I'm sending you into an office. What are you going to give me? What are you going to do for me? We have the national planning authority. It plans for the country.
Yes.
You, when you go to parliament, you don't plan for the country. Parliament, the country can run without a parliament. Do you know that?
Yes, of course. Burkina Faso, Mawanga, Ngalabi, Wano.
I mean, it was without a parliament for how many years? We can run the country without a parliament. In fact, somebody who called them clowns was right. Me, if I was, I have an element of dictatorship. Parliament would be advisory.
Kachiko kaliao kakuwabula. Kachiko kabantu bakubye
issues of national concern, yes, but you are not. By the way, that's by the rule. They execute nothing.
So gwetola banga ofuga gwanga ngo ofugira ku mateeka.
Mvugira ku mateeka. But I'm giving you the reality. Parliament does not execute anything. It is mandatory. It is advisory. It advises. Even in budget, it appropriates, it oversees, it legislates. But the final person is in the executive. He will say no way. That's why when we get wars, somebody can deploy an army without consulting parliament. And the world goes on.
Of course, yes. Agateekayo negagenda ne bajja ne bagano twaba tutteko twagala billion 2 muziteeka
baali baganyeko
era ne baziyisa.
Kati one of the most relevant organs of government is the parliament. So we are spending okay, because we have 10-point program. Point number 1,
democracy.
So okay, we can have parliament, we can have, but then we have a lot of democracy because elective positions are almost how many? 7 million?
Oh my God, I don't know. The local government,
yes.
Member of parliament,
yes.
Tulina kati cha president, tulina ebifo biyitirivu nnyo ebirondebwamu.
That is democracy. On the ground, at the top, I don't know. Question marks. But here we have democracy because people are competing for office and they are being voted for and so on and so forth.
Omuntu ayinza okulyanaga nti the campaign ogamba nti omuntu ali strategic talina kubeera mu primaries. Ayinza okugamba nti democracy akula, tulina okulaba nti atandike mu bibiina okukula gye nga atambula, tweyuze tukole tutya tuke emyaka 10-20 nga tuzifunye nga tuzimanyidde.
But who told you that you have to go through a double election? Primaries mean you are going to two elections, massive double election. Okay, mu primary oyite mu in that it's called double jeopardy.
Yes.
You cannot be facing two conflicting. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It may be legal, it may be formal, it formalizes you, but it doesn't make sense.
So Gwandiagadde chi, how would it be conducted for a party to present a flag bearer anti NRM president waffe candidate waffe agenda okukiikirira ku bwa president Yoweri Kaguta Museveni FDC nandala mafaabi PPF gundi golowooza bandikikoze batya without primaries?
Exactly. Party primaries are relevant at the presidential level.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because you need one to contest for the party.
Presidential candidate.
The presidential candidate should be one for the party. Presidential. But for an MP, for a constituency, why not? We have 6 NRM, 6 NUP that became MP. As a party president, I wouldn't like to associate with any of my people. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I would just say you never know.
I've had a party president yoyo namuwa fulaga nakola gundi. Hey,
they should come. We'll come. They sit with them. There was a dilemma why in Kawempe when Narukola was having a fight with those guys. They should have all come. Nabi wouldn't have featured anywhere.
NUP nere tabana.
Hey, nemreka kakazi taina waita.
Either you vote for NUP or NUP.
Exactly. Okalabi.
You either vote for NUP or NUP.
Kubanga okusinzira ku support eri mu kitundu abanupu bazze bangi baagala ki kukwata fulaga yaffe tugibawe bonna. Hey, nawe era bawe bonna bawe bali 10 kato muntu onajje. That's the democracy that is more than this.
Kwa bonna balina qualifications, kwa bonna bayinza kujja nga balina epapula obuyigirize babulina sivyo julire ezitowa.
I don't know that it breaks down the parties. These primaries of abantu babuchayi banyize NRM. Are you hearing? You are losing a lot of support of your own people.
Obudde mwe mwandikoleddemu ebirala tribunal
abantu bo bennyini bakunyigidde kati nze kati ngatanga doi kala akola mulimu gwe. It's okay, but at a strategic level as a party president I would say elimination of they should all contest on for our party. They should all come. The lucky one will win, and then we shall see from there. As a party president, I would take them as a formality. Sibiteka konyo manyi.
N'ekyo kiba tekinafuya amaanyi ga kibiina to the extent nti katugeze ewaffe wano mu context yaffe nti President Museveni asobola okujja eyumbe n'akuba campaign gaggadde n'akulaga nti ono flag bearer waffe n'agenda Jumani Moses Ali ewaffe.
Lindako kinafuya bunafuya lwaki eyandibadde abakandidate 10 nga bonna baagala bavaayinga for a post alinawo omu yekka. Does it make sense? Does it?
Nti Manchester United mu nnamba emweguza abasambi 5 naye ojja kwesanga abamu waliwo batta performingira naye
kati wano when they are many tewali anyiizga. That's the benefits. First
there are no conflicts.
Let's give this flag to anybody who is our people, because there are parties who don't have anybody representing. You know that. Nga UPC Bambi ba UPC this Muntu party waliyo gye batalina bantu kate nga bajja nga nawe otekawo party primary nga bajja basatu. That's a blessing. These are my people. In fact, you should finance all of them. Yes, absolutely.
But do our parties have that strength and capacity oku supporting
that's another matter.
Funding
that is another matter, but it's up to the voters now to decide. At least my t-shirts now. Yes, we print. Government, you can print. As in, you can print t-shirts for every candidate who is willing to hold our flag. That is being mass. But as I speak now, party primaries have torn the party apart. Frachibina tujja kivaamu. Is that a good statement? What if that person had?
Eri abasazedde eddiiro anti nze ngenze eri tebannagaba kasita fulaga kanyingi UP.
Lack of strategy. Bandi badde bonna balinaffe tujja kikuba. Wadde ukitegedde. Bazze munaana ku final election wali eri. Bonna tuwawe as that's the use of the secretariat. Mpira tena na kizimbe sibimanyi bulungi.
Epangisa
those are the things they should be doing. We have mass support. Yes, we should support those people who support us. Tubakubire posters. You are also from UMTS. Yumbe, how many you attend? Each one poster. Okay? You print for all of them. You dominate.
Nti ng'ekibuga kyonna katugeze mu kisiize yeru.
But not one candidate. Munana bonna poster ziri munana. Different people. Nenga party yechi.
Abantu beesalirewo.
What is there anything better than that? Are you seeing the point? So strategically speaking, party primaries, only an idiot can go there. Or somebody who has a lot of money. Or somebody who is very well grounded. But I had people who are grounded who lost it.
Yes, of course, many of them. Banji nnyo abafid mwenarem, you couldn't believe nti Honorable Minister David Bahati in Gora West.
He used to be my friend, very humble guy. I can't even believe that he can lose an election because...
Yes, passes Namuganza. You look at the likes of Sechikubo and the government. Myaka jina jazenga.
Ate Sechikubo ye na yeta ina strategy. Singa nabadde ye nandigambe tebajja kunzitira mu kano. Nendeka Rwashane nakibeeramu yekka. Nenzija wali ku final. Tonzitira mu primary nedda. Onzitira ku final.
Amaanyi gonna n'ogasa.
Wano nze nandipulls out. Sikuva mu NRM but nkubisa poster ya NRM. So for you to claim, you will just claim but you are not necessarily.
Amaanyi timu gejjayo mu Champions League.
Ku final.
Yes, kugundi ku eno Carabao Cup ezoga.
Kopo.
Ku champion ye kufiirako.
Nnyo. Eno first leg ne bogigoba oba toyiseewo.
Osinga Sechikubo yakibalekedde ng'amaze n'obbabala omuzannyo gwabwe baagala kulaki.
Bayama jite tulemereddwa okugenda mu kalulu kano olw'ensonga zino. Nti ye okitegedde.
Ffe tujja kujja
ku final n'atatawanya kutisa abantu.
By the way, psychologically kinenge gyeki.
Rwashane yandibadde ashamed of contesting alone. We ran away from the scene of crime because of so in the final you come. It's a risk worth taking. Yes, because it's a final. You are getting the trophy. But here, batukubye emigo naye ate twawangu nete twafunye.
You've covered politics for so many years,
yes,
Fred. What?
Yes.
What went wrong ku Sechikubo? Bakubye mukube nti ddala kitufu asajja bamukoye. Rwashane naye yazzenga amazeeko.
For me, I welcome to Rwashane because I don't subscribe to Sechikubo's brand of politics. Yes, Sechikubo spent how many years attacking Kutesa? Nga Kutesa asiris. Chekyalo omushana yamala emyaka nga attackinga muhwezi nga tamuddamu. Nze nenjagala muhwezi nga omusajja gabavuma nga taddamu. Yes. Kiraba. Awalampa wow.
Abantu. Yes, audience ene funa perception egamba naye.
Kutesa has never. Najja nayagala omujja kakazindalo. I don't subscribe to Sechikubo's brand of politics.
Okay.
Yes.
Ayagala nnyo that entitlement nze alina okubeera wano.
Exactly. And he speaks a lot of and by the way, let me tell you, Sechikubo lost the goodwill of almost everybody. Why? Even the Speaker of Parliament, Yabagambe, in 2 months, we shall look into. Those are 60 days. Taina goodwill ya speak. Kachikubuulire kati. She promises. If somebody had, he would say next Monday you should bring a report.
Oba otegedde.
Kuba yamukola ki? Yamunuubula. So he's aggressive. even the president, and there's a lady who spoke, I forget her name, from that Remiaga place. When she was presenting Ngatango Doya, she said that the president said, I'm quoting her, the lady, okay, what she said. I wish I could remember the name. She said that President Museveni said that Sechikubo is not NRM. He just pretends using the NRM to, okay?
Took his interest. Yes.
So really, where is Sechikubo's goodwill?
But ono mwana wa munyumba Fred.
Wani?
Sechikubo muntu wa
Simbanyi. That's why he's arrogant. Yasamba election materials na akola bichi. We are not there, but you ask yourself questions. What is this guy?
Kino kyamugwadde, he deserved it.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. 1,000% Rwashande was, when I saw him, I said, you tackle the guy. And I thought he was going to lose. Na wale mahima wachanda wajamu wangula. Na kasaja kali grounded. Nena kezo ukuli kalisa niyamba. Kupanga, he went to the electoral commission and he said the man has no papers. We believed it and we thought Rwashande would not even show up. But now what happened is true now.
Sechikubo is gone.
Not necessarily. That's first leg, as I told you.
So osubira ku final wali eri.
150 days Sechikubo ainzo kuda save. And that is another disaster in waiting. So Rwashande has to spend from now up to January.
What we've seen in the primaries of the National Resistance Movement, allegations of oli alwanyisa ono Sechikubo agamba nti First Son n'abalala be babadde emabega w'okumulwanyisa eri Kayanja agamba waliwo abamulwanyisa bangi nnyo bwe mwagamba nti they are external forces,
yes,
ezibakuba, and of which I think it points to us or it directs us to this question nti kino kirekawa the internal democracy awo gye bagamba nti ereeta okuvuganya okw'omuzinzi nakinga oliaga Mozi yabadde mabega wa bino.
And they are godfathers. You cannot wish them away. Yeah, as a politician, politicians have godfathers.
Yes.
I'm backing. That backup determines everything. In fact, now we don't say a suggestion which is good that if you contest, if you petition, no other, you should that was a good idea. Hey, if you believe that you are rigged, then you pay for the petition. If you win, you get your money back. If you lose the money. Wonderful idea.
Democracy I know could generate cost very heavy.
Yeah, if you are petitioning, if you are rigged and you believe you are rigged, your evidence is everything for you. You do what? You put a bounty of money. To put 10 million. If you win the petition, you take back your money. Backlog of cases.
Why? Okufirwa sentes.
Like this lady of Kamwada.
Obanga agenza okubidinga.
Like Nambi, I was wondering why she went to court when there are just less than 2 years to a national election. Guno waba. She said to be. No muntu akolinga ku national. She said I didn't understand it.
Was it Museveni versus Chigongo or Nambi versus NUP? Research it leads me to Nanebeddala amanya gali mu Kawempe North. Nabanga it was Museveni versus because who commands the security that was there? It is.
But they knew they would lose. They were just trying to because they knew they would lose. The Kawempe is very hostile to the government. Nakawa is, Central is, but Central votes for and that's why I was telling you individuals are more powerful than parties sometimes. Sereko used to win in Central.
Yes, without
but they would lose at the mayorship. The area Sirukwago would come. So it means that at least in that case, the individual was powerful than the party in that area.
In this forthcoming election, do you see people parting ways with political parties or political figures? For instance, the flag bearers,
yes,
who abalondeddwa ekibiina ne baga nti ono wandi independent. Do you see many candidates abavaayo nga tebali
we are already advising them not to waste time with the
ku
party.
bibiina?
Yes, parties are for nothing. That's why in Kenya we used to have Kanu. Do you hear Kanu anymore? Of Kanu anymore?
By the way,
That is a vehicles. You can abandon it and use another one. A bus. What's the use of the bus? What do they give me? Yellow bus. Wapi. If I'm strong on the ground, I will come and win. I will not need the bus. That's why you have in Kenya, as I've told you, I don't know which party, ODM, Kanu, what. Yes. You use the vehicle, you abandon and you continue. So in the future, I think we after M7 we may not have NRM. We shall have parties coming occasionally during an election and they disappear. We shall have coalitions. And I expect now we might have a coalition which we change the name. We may not have even Noop.
no.
Yes. ANC might ally with the Noop and they will change the name.
Okay.
I don't know whether NRM can change the name when it alliances with the UPC and D.
NRM esigaza ekintu kyayo. Yeah, you know, ye erina kumira
Orange movement teja. Tefuka. Orange movement.
We shall actually have another interview very soon.
Yes.
Would love to tap into his unpopular ideas when it comes to national issues, issues affecting the common man, and the vast knowledge gyalina ku byobufuzi saako ne byazza reporting ennyo when it comes to current affairs. Yes, tujja kubeera tubeera naye nnyo in this period and moments to come. It's been a good one. I think we shall meet in the next interview. Be blessed.